How you doing, the music gang? Welcome to Weddington Studios here in North Hollywood. I'm Drew Chavez. I'll show you around today.
What's poppin', gang? I'm 30 Killer Beats, and I help artists, producers, and engineers get a pro-level sound on a budget. So today, I'm giving you an exclusive look into a North Hollywood studio with expensive gear, perfect acoustic treatment, and they also have some really creative setups that you won't find anywhere else. So let's go. What was the vision and inspiration behind the Weddington studio?
The inspiration behind Weddington Studios was when I met my partner that I have here for this studio. He has another place and I was renting from him, and I was bringing clients there, and I started to realize, like, we can make you sound like you were in a $2,000 room and be extremely affordable. You don't have to break your bank. Been doing this for a very long time. I kind of just saw technology going in a way where we can bring high quality sound at a cheap price. When I knew that this building was special is at 10 o'clock at night, I get a text from my partner. He goes, hey, if you're serious about expanding, meet me at this address tomorrow at 8 a.m. So I showed up and we walked in. Come to find out, it was actually a firehouse. The first firehouse in North Hollywood in the 1920s.
Wow.
And I just got inspired at that. I was like, we need to be here.
That's awesome. So let's go ahead and check out the first room.
All right, so let me show you the vault. This was actually a vault. It's a fireproof vault, and it was used as a vault for the fire department in the 1920s. So this was already here, completely built. Obviously, we added the lights and the acoustics and the booth and all of that. But yes, this room was already built, so we just kind of added it and named it the vault.
Wow, it looks amazing. Did you design this room or?
I did not design this room. We gave an idea to the designer. Well, actually my partner did. He said, you know what? It's called the vault. So let's make it look like a vault.
Okay.
So where these look like the big bank vault locks, and just kind of let him do his thing. Gave him some direction as to what we wanted. And the cool thing about this is you can kind of set your vibe. I'm gonna go ahead and change.
That's
whatever
awesome.
Your vibe is, you can go ahead and
awesome.
And set it for your mood, for your creation.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
and
man.
what type of gear is in this room?
So in this room we have, for the vocal chain, we have a U87 running to the Neve 1073, straight into the CL1B, which, as we know today, that's a very popular chain. People love that chain. It sounds amazing. I love the U87. I think it's the workhorse microphone of microphones. It's good on everything from male vocal, female vocal, acoustic guitar, horns, everything.
Okay, and you got air conditioning in here to keep it cool down.
Absolutely.
You know it can get hot in the booth when you're spitting fire, man.
Yes, to cool down all you spitters.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's check out another room.
All right, so let's go to the Weddington room, which is kind of an homage to this building. So when we were constructing this room in this building, we found a bunch of old photos. And this is one of them.
Wow.
These were behind the drywall with the previous tenant. So when we found these, we said, this is apparently right here at the corner. This house right here, I guess, is the Wells Fargo. That is across the street.
Wow.
And this is the actual Weddington Brothers original general store here on Weddington Street. Like I said, this was all behind the drywall. So as soon as we started seeing these, and the owner told us, like, hey, there's these pictures behind the wall, please be careful with them. We said, we're not only going to be careful, we're going to display them and make them a part of the vibe.
Yeah.
And as you can see, we got the Edison lights in this room. It's very old school wood, kind of a different vibe. And that was something intentional, where we created each room with its own vibe.
Yeah.
Just to not be redundant. And sometimes you're in this mood, sometimes you're in the vault mood. And this is our great engineer, Sam Hernandez, right here.
How's it going?
Here, Stab, you guys could hire him here at Weddington. And in this room, we have a little bit of a different vocal chain, because in this room and the Phantom room, we have the C800, which we all know is made famous by Dr. Dre. Chris Brown, to me, is responsible for the CL1B. Dr. Dre is responsible for the C800.
Yeah, nice.
So we run that to, again, Neve 1073, and C01B.
Your CLA 10s here. Can you talk about the speakers for a second?
Yeah, you always want to have 2 pairs of monitors. You want to have like basically when you're tracking vocals, and we know the legendary NS10s. We have the CLA Avatone 10s. I love them. I think they're great. And then for the bigger sound, we got the Focals with a 12-inch Atom sub down there. So if you guys want to get easy on the ears, they get plenty of volume and they're pretty true. So
awesome. Okay. Now, when you guys were designing this studio, was there any walls or anything you had to tear down or anything like that?
This room and the Phantom room actually had to be built from the ground up. This area was cubicles, like office space. So we went ahead and tore that all down and pretty much rebuilt from the top, as well as lifting the floors for road noise or anything like that.
Wow.
But yeah, this room and the Phantom room were built completely from scratch.
Okay. Real quick, I gotta shout out to the sponsor of today's video, The Watch. If you're looking for a studio in your location, download The Watch. It's located in the App Store or in the Google Play Store. Depending on your location, if you're in Los Angeles or if you're in Atlanta, there's a studio for you at an affordable rate as well. Definitely check their app. I've seen a lot of options and I had great moments as well with my friends after I booked personally. Link in the description. I highly recommend you download it ASAP.
So let me show you the Phantom room. This is our last room that we built here, and it's a lot of people's favorites. And basically, we wanted you to be able to see what it felt like to step into a Rolls-Royce Phantom.
Wow.
If you've ever been in one, you know that they have the starlights with the shooting stars. And so we wanted to bring that to you guys. And again, a different vibe, much more modern, much more high class than the other 2 rooms. The vault's, you know, kind of a Miami vibe. The Weddington's more old school. Yeah, so this room as well was built from the ground up, meaning every wall had to be rebuilt. Again, we're lifted on the floors to get rid of any road noise that may come from trucks outside or anything coming from outside. And we have a huge TV. People love to plug up their PlayStations while they're working or, you know, whatever it may be, but it's a nice big 83-inch TV. And again, I can run you through the vocal chain in this room, which is same as the Weddington room. We have, I'll take you to the booth here. Again, we have our C800, Sony C800.
Okay, so what is the heart of this studio? This is a pretty big booth here.
Yeah, this room I love because we've done drums in here. We've done multiple dual vocals. To me, the heart of this room is the starlights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're in here and you're creating.
Oh my God, and it's moving too.
It's moving. Every now and then you'll see a shooting star. But yeah, it's the feeling in this room. For me, when you walk in this room, people walk in this room, they feel important, they feel expensive, they feel inspired. So to us, that's what it is. Like, we want you to walk in each room, and the room helps you be ready to go. It helps you create. It helps you get into your zone.
So what type of clients do you normally see book this type of room?
This type of room, probably clients that have a little more people coming with them, because you can fit more people in here. This room specifically, a lot of singers. I noticed a lot of singers. They really love the mic. They really love the vocal chain. Again, it's the same vocal chain as the other rooms, and that's all on purpose. Also, all my computers are all clones of each other. You go to this room, you go to that room, all the plugins are the same. You should be able to bounce around from any room and not have any issues. But so the people that book this room feel like there's a lot of singers that like this room a lot.
Okay. Now, any particular reason why you guys went with the lunchbox Neve versus like the the one with the EQ and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, because really I just wanted to capture the Neve 1073 pre-sound.
Okay.
Pre-sound. And with different engineers coming in and out, I didn't want to complicate things too much. I don't want a bunch of EQ. If the session before you was EQing their vocal and you don't see that and you're just kind of working, you don't realize I have to take the EQ out or disengage the EQ. I didn't want any of that. So I just felt like I just wanted the clean Neve pre-sound.
Yeah, because I noticed that when I came here, I was able to hook up my own Neve as well. If you're looking into bringing in your own gear, you could also hook it up.
Absolutely.
and do that, because I've done that myself. Can you share like your most favorite memorable moment in the studio?
So Probably about a year after we opened, we had a fire up top. One of the AC units caught fire.
Wow.
And it was late at night. I was up the street at another studio doing a session. My session ended. I wanted to come here to check on just what was going on. I wanted to check on the sessions here. I walk in and I feel like someone's lighting fireworks in the parking lot or in the building. I smell like fireworks. It's a very, that sulfur. It's a very distinct smell. I walk in the building and right above my head there's a cloud of smoke.
Wow.
And I'm like, where's that coming from? So I go back outside, happen to look up, the AC unit is blazing. I had 3 rooms going at the time, and I had to run in here and barge in the rooms and get everybody out. Luckily, everything was fine. The AC unit was the only thing that needed to be replaced. But at the time, that was pretty scary because I had about 3 rooms working.
Wow.
And so obviously everyone had to get everybody out. And to me, to this date, that is my story for this building.
Wow. Well, luckily everyone's okay, right?
Absolutely. Everyone,
That's good.
It was minimal damage. Like I said, just the AC unit, and everyone was fine. Everyone got out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we accommodated them. So
that's good.
They got to finish their sessions. Yeah.
And how would you compare your studios versus like some of the other ones in LA?
Oh, I can tell you what has us stand out. So in this price point, we're pretty reasonable. There are a lot of studios in Los Angeles in general. A lot of studios that will give you a code to open the door. They will give you a code to the studio door, and basically you're on your own. We have somebody here all the time for tech questions, and you may need water, coffee, anything. So we have staff here, and I think at the price point that we're at, it's very rare. And I know that our clients appreciate it. And you may come across something, something's not working, and you could just ring. We have these little help buttons right here. You hit this little help button, someone will come check on you, and then you can ask them, hey, the mic's not working, or I'm not getting signal here, whatever it may be. But I feel like our hospitality, our professionalism, and our staff being here all the time is what people really appreciate.
I agree with that. When I did book my session, I had someone available to help me when I needed water or anything. So I do remember that, and I agree with you on that. Where do you see the studio in the next few years?
I see this studio. I probably will not be able to use any of the rooms myself because they will be gaining traction fast. The word is getting out around LA, word of mouth. It's all organic, and I love referrals because to this day, if my friend tells me, hey, you need to check this out because it's XYZ, it just holds more weight. Yeah. And that's how we've kind of built this is word of mouth and people just telling people. That's what I've loved.
That's how I heard about it as well, and it's been a blessing to have this opportunity to have something like this available for music creation. Most slept on microphone.
U87.
Why is that? I
feel like in the world right now, the C800s, the Loudon mics, the 251s, I've always been a fan of the U87. I think it's a workhorse. I've used it on Skip Marley. I've used it on alto sax. I've used it on baritone sax. I've used it on violas. I've used it on singer-songwriter girls with the teeniest, tiniest little voices, and it always gives me what I need.
Awesome. Most slept on gear for music production.
Most slept on gear. That's a tough one because I am a true blue engineer.
Okay.
I do not do music production. I never have. But I would say...
Or for audio engineer.
I feel like the most slept on gear in general, digital, is Waves. A lot of people hate on Waves, but yet it's in every studio.
Yeah.
My vocal template is built around Waves because I know I can go anywhere in town and my plugins are going to pull up.
Yeah.
So as much hate as Waves gets, I like it.
What's the biggest myth that you hear from ongoers or newcomers?
That AI is taking over. I think humans need to collaborate.
Yeah?
I think humans need to collaborate. I think AI is a tool. I don't think we need to be scared of it. I think we need to embrace it and use it as such in accompaniment with our own minds and emotions and creative spirits.
I agree with that. A lot of people are kind of scared, and especially in the music production world with AI. So just relax, use it as a tool, you'll be all right.
Awesome. The music group. So thank you for coming through. Weddington Studios. Again, my name is Drew Chavez. Our IG is Weddington Studios and has our link tree there. You can book us either on the Watch app, you can book us directly, or check us out and give me a call, give me a DM. But we're waiting to see you here.